What is up, guys? Here with a little bit of breaking news regarding Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. But before I get into it, guys, please like and subscribe. It would greatly be appreciated. So, guys, Jon Jones, pretty much about an hour ago, went and tweeted on his Twitter. He said, "Stipe is saying that he will be at his absolute peak in September. I'm disappointed but patient. I want the heavyweight GOAT to be at his absolute best. I wait until September. No excuses." So, guys, it seems like the fight, which was originally supposed to be planned for July, August, has been pushed back one more month to September. But that's really not even the most important point of this Jon Jones tweet. Is more so the second half of this tweet, where he says he wants Stipe to be at his absolutely best, no excuses. So Jon Jones is looking to go out there, beat Stipe, and kind of, I guess, to crown himself the GOAT. I mean, I'm really not sure what he's trying to achieve by going and beating Stipe. Obviously, it's good for his legacy, it's good for his career, good for his resume. But I think, again, guys, like I said in my last video on this topic, the big elephant in the room is Francis Ngannou. He is the champion. I mean, if Jon Jones goes out there and beats Stipe Miocic, I mean, congratulations, Jon Jones, but the real fight that people want to see is him versus Francis, and that is still a fight that's going to have to happen, if Jon Jones wants to be considered the heavyweight GOAT. I mean, he can't be considered the heavyweight GOAT without at least, fighting Francis. But yeah, guys, I think most importantly, I think Jon Jones going out and saying, no excuses, he wants Stipe at his absolute best. Not only does he want to cement himself as like a heavyweight GOAT, or, kind of like, cement his GOAT status. But I think it's also for Jon Jones to really silence the haters, especially a lot of people who kind of went out there and said, hey, your last couple of fights were extremely lackluster. I think you also lost to Dominic Reyes. The people who have been in his ear saying, you're not the same Jon Jones you were before. I think, again, Jon has even said it many times that this is motivation for him to go out there and shut up the haters. So I think the whole tweet saying no excuses, he wants the best Stipe, is really a testament to Jon Jones really wanting to shut up the haters and prove that he is still someone who shouldn't be forgotten about. You look at Jon Jones on top rankings, and he's fallen to like 7th and 8th place. I mean, granted, he's not fighting, but I mean, still, that's fuel for Jon Jones. And I think it really is this entire tweet can really just be seen as Jon Jones just trying to prove a little bit to himself and to everyone else, but a little bit to himself as well, a little bit, that he still has it in himself to be a champion and to go out there and beat top guys without or really just being able to put on dominant performances. That he's no longer this person that can kind of coast by with lackluster fights, but he is still a dominant champion. And I think this is Jon Jones really going out there and trying to prove that to himself and also to the wider MMA community. And it's really been interesting to see, guys. So nevertheless, I am still excited about this fight. Again, guys, push to September now. Both of these fighters are going to be in peak conditions, no excuses from either person. I mean, Stipe has been waiting to get back in the ring for a very, very long time, and he's been stuck in limbo between Francis and, Jon Jones for the last year and a half. Also, we had Gon and Francis, and, we all know how that happens with Francis being injured. But, here we are, light heavyweight GOAT versus the heavyweight GOAT. Like I said in my last video, guys, go and watch that for like my official breakdown prediction. But I am going to be rooting and going for Jon Jones in this matchup. I have heard and I have actually watched Chael Sonnen's video on this topic, where he pretty much says a lot of people who are rooting for Jon Jones are basing it off of his achievements in light heavyweight. And we really don't have any clue what he's going to be like at heavyweight, which are fair criticisms, fair critiques. But I mean, Jon Jones also has never fought at heavyweight before, so we're forced to kind of base things off of his past experiences in light heavyweight, which has been completely dominant. And we also have seen a lot of his strengths, which is his striking, his great takedown defense. And we'll see if that holds up heavyweight, guys. But again, stylistically, I still believe Jon Jones is in a pretty good position to fight and possibly defeat Stipe Miocic. So, guys, yeah, that concludes my video. A little bit of an update. Let me know your thoughts on this super fight coming up, guys. Who are you going to pick? Do you think, or what are your thoughts on Jon Jones pretty much saying, hey, he wants Stipe at his peak condition, so no excuses, something I could get behind, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on the entire situation, guys, and like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.